Some medals are won in battle, others are earned in silence, behind barbed wire, under constant watch, when every word could cost a life. This is a story of a man who broke no chains, fired no shot, yet showed a courage as great as any on the battlefield. Flight Lieutenant Hector Bertram Gray's war did not end with surrender, it began there. This is his story. Hector Bertram Gray was born on the 6th of June 1911 in Gillingham, Kent, the son of Adela and Lionel Gray. By 1938, Gray was a sergeant pilot in the RAF's long-range development flight unit that tested the limits of both man and machine. That November, he took part in a mission that would make aviation history. Acting as a radio operator and mechanic, Gray was one of 3 crews who flew Vickers Wellesley bombers non-stop for 2 days, from Ismailia, Egypt, all the way to Darwin, Australia. It was a world distance record, over 7,100 miles without landing. For his role, Gray was awarded the Air Force Medal. At just 27, he had helped prove what was possible in the skies. When the Second World War broke out, Gray's RAF career took him to Hong Kong. By December 1941, the colony was under threat. On the 8th of that month, the day after Pearl Harbor, Japanese forces launched their attack. It was fierce, fast and unstoppable. British, Canadian and local defenders fought for every street, but within weeks Hong Kong fell. Gray was among those taken prisoner. He went to Sham Shui Po Camp, a place of hunger, disease and unrelenting hardship. In the squalid conditions of the camp, medicine was as precious as gold. Many prisoners lay sick and dying. Gray risked everything to smuggle medicine into camp. He became a lifeline for the ill and a link to the outside world, secretly passing on news to keep morale alive. But the Japanese grew suspicious and Gray was arrested. For 6 months he endured brutal torture and interrogation. They wanted names, the identities of other officers working against them. He gave them nothing. On the 18th of December 1943, Flight Lieutenant Hector Bertram Gray was led from his cell. There would be no trial, no clemency. He faced a firing squad with the same quiet defiance that had defined his captivity. He was 32 years old. For most conspicuous gallantry in carrying out hazardous work in a very brave manner, he was posthumously awarded the George Cross, Britain's highest award for heroism not in the face of the enemy. Today, he lies in Stanley Military Cemetery. His headstone bears the Royal Air Force insignia and the proud emblem of the George Cross. Hector Bertram Gray's courage wasn't measured in miles flown or enemies downed. It was measured in the quiet acts that saved lives, in the steadfast refusal to betray others even under unimaginable pain. His war ended with a bullet, but his legacy and the men he saved lived on. If you found this story moving, please like, share and leave a comment. Have you heard of other George Cross recipients whose courage deserves to be remembered? Tell their story, lest we forget. If you like listening to the stories of the history of those who came before, then please give the video a like and subscribe to keep updated about future videos of the history of those who came before.